Now we start with the Nuri rocket launch. The countdown is underway for a historic moment for South Korea's space industry. Now in the coming hours, the country will launch its first 100% domestically developed space rocket.
For more, we have our Kim Do-yeon at the press center near the launch site. That's as close as anyone can get to the action. Do-yeon, seeing that rocket model behind you there, I bet you're terribly excited to see history being made with your own eyes.
Good morning, guys. And yes, I certainly am. I'm at the Naro Space Center at Goheung County in Jeollanam-do province. And as you mentioned, with the Naro's model behind me, this is where South Korea's space program happens. It's about a 5-hour drive away from you in Seoul, but our team is here to get as close to the rocket launch as possible. The launch of Nuri, or KSLV-2, is scheduled for 4 p.m. Korea time. That's around 8 hours from now. It's a 3-stage liquid fuel rocket carrying a mock payload weighing 1.5 tons. The goal for it is to enter into low orbit 600 to 800 kilometers above Earth. Roughly $1.7 billion was spent on this project, 4 times the amount spent on Naro. The Korea Aerospace Research Institute, along with 300 private companies, has been working on Nuri for 11 years. Together, they assembled 370,000 parts to build this space vehicle.
Well, now, Do-yeon, everyone in Korea has high hopes that everything goes smoothly. But when will we ever know if it has been a success?
Right, so 16 minutes after the takeoff, the goal is to have the dummy satellite put into orbit. But it'll take 30 minutes for the control room to actually know and check the data. The success rate is about 30%, but the launch is not a one-time thing, as a country, South Korea, is in the process of development, which means we have to launch the rocket multiple times to check and fix any flaws. 4 more launches are already penciled in, with the next one scheduled for May 2022. Countries can't share aerospace technology, especially if it's related to space rockets, as the tech could be used to develop weapons. If Nuri's launch is successful, South Korea would become just the 7th country in the world to send a 1-ton satellite into space. Last night, the rocket was erected and its umbilicals have since been connected, meaning it's ready to launch on schedule as of now, but the final confirmation will come in a couple of hours. As of now, they will fuel the rocket at around 2:30 p.m., some 90 minutes prior to the scheduled blast-off.
Well, just checking behind you, the weather seems pretty clear. Doesn't seem overly windy, so let's hope for that 4 p.m. launch. I know I'll be tuning in to watch it. But how's the atmosphere among staff there? The engineers must be excited, but also under a tremendous amount of pressure.
That's right. The eyes of Korea will be on this small island of about 2,000 residents at 4 p.m. Korea time. It's usually peaceful with beautiful beaches and campsites, but I would say that the scientists and engineers might not have had their best night's sleep last night. I was actually here a week ago to check up on them. I asked them what they thought about the launch and the public's expectation. 2 engineers who have been working tirelessly over the past decade say everything they can do has been done and the rest is out of their hands.
There's a lot of pressure, so even if it tested numerous times, as you know, a rocket has more than 300,000 parts. But those parts have to work as planned and according to our sequence. We work as hard as we can, but there's always going to be a pressure for us.
As engineers, we believe that the launch will 100% be a success. But as all things do, even if we believe in it, unless destiny is on our side, it may not go our way.
20 years of rocket science under his belt. Still, every single launch is special.
I've cried at all my launches. I don't even know why. For this one too, the time I've spent on it could flash before my eyes. I don't know, but I've never felt such pressure before, so I don't even know if I'll be able to cry this time.
Whether it succeeds or not, the launch of Nuri is extremely valuable to the engineers.
Even if we don't succeed this time around, we'll be gaining a lot of new technology. We can analyze the aspects we succeed at and the ones that we didn't, and improve on them to make the second one a success.
This is a model of Naro, a rocket developed with Russia that had 2 failed launches before its successful launch 9 years ago. Everyone is hoping that Nuri succeeds on the first time of asking. But what's just as important is that the country dared to try. There's a great deal of pride among the local residents who, after seeing the facility being built all those years ago, are now able to see how far Korea's space development has come.
Nuri launch is amazing for us because we used to rely on foreigners, but now it's South Korean technology. This will bring joy to our island.
Cheers and wishes have come from all across the nation. Citizens wrote messages to hang on this tree at the National Science Center, which have since been delivered to the engineers.
우리나라가 이제 우주로 이제 한 걸음 더 나아가는 그런 계기가 될 거라고 생각합니다.
누리호 연구하셨던 박사님들 많이 고생 많으셨고요.
누리호 성공을 기원합니다. 누리호 화이팅!
Now that was our Kim Do-yeon at Naro Space Center in Goheung. Thank you for your report, and we will connect back to you later, Do-yeon.
Yes, thank you very much, Do-yeon. And Do-yeon and the rest of our news team here at Arirang will keep you up to date on the launch throughout the day. Have fun, Do-yeon. Keep updating us, and we'll connect you over the course of the coming hours. Thank you.